There ought to be ass clowns. I'm not kidding. I'm sitting here, right? Meanwhile, I got somebody staring at me like I just took a shit on their front lawn because I got here just before they did and snagged one of the last handicap spaces. But here's the thing. There's a space right here on the end, and they're driving a Ford, which means they can park there. I can't. If I park there, my car will get stickered. You see, because I'm not driving a Ford. That's just the rules. That's the law of the West or whatever. So why they're looking at me funny when there's a space not how many paces behind them that was empty that they can park in and I can't. But like I said, it's not me. It's the way the company's been forever. So don't come banging on my door going 4 ninjas. No, but okay. But yeah, I just saw this clip with Nardi and his buddies, and it just amazes me the ego on these guys. They claim to be so concerned about science fiction and things like that, yet they're sitting there reading the numbers off and laughing like they have any idea what they mean. Because they've got it in their heads they are so right. And like I said, I'm not even going to be the slightest bit choked up if, Nardi and Critical Drinker, or whatever the buddy is, get, hammered by Disney into oblivion. I'm not even going to cry a tear. And normally I'm one of them guys who jumps up and down and goes, free speech, gotta have it. These two have literally just think they're so big they can't be toppled. And I'm like, guys, as we used to say, pride goeth before a fall. Because, I've seen a lot of big channels wake up one day and they are gone. And people wonder why I jump for joy that I have a job on the side and all this. Because like I said, I don't do this for the money. I do this, sure, I get maybe $100 every now and then from YouTube, but it's not like it's a critical part of my income or anything. And it just makes me sad that, comic book store owners and what do you call it are now the ones who claim, they're claiming to have the finger on the pulse when the only place their fingers are is, let me see, the places that we won't want to talk about. But good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me out here in the middle of nowhere. I don't know why I have the air conditioning on. It's like I must have left it on from yesterday. It's only like 72 degrees out here. It's not too bad. It's not too evil out here, Fahrenheit. And all right, let's see what we got going. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I disappeared on you. I'm deeply sorry. I went to to check out a comment, and next thing you know, I'm on a completely different screen. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, so it booted me off my stream, man. So I have it. It actually finally took me to the screen about holding comments for review. So I turned that off because you wouldn't believe some of the stuff they hold for review. It just amazes me the words in the English language you're no longer allowed to speak. on anything because, and you'll know these channels because they're so scared to say them. You can't say kill anymore. I'm not kidding. The word kill is flagged. So they say stupid shit like unalive, unalive. And I'm like, dude, I got that from a Deadpool reference how long ago in a cartoon. You can't use the word, see, death, greed, sorrow, murder, I think rape, kill, suicide is definitely one you can't even use anymore. And it's kind of sad that our language is being edited in these subtle ways to make us softer. And if you know what I'm talking about, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go look up a clip from George Carlin about soft language or euphemistic language, because that's the age we're living in now. But yeah, the thing is, they never mention is they keep going on and on about how low the ratings are, and I'm like, guys, the one episode came in at like 3.5 million. The second watch most program of the night came in at 3 million. It's not the same ball game anymore. It's a whole different playing field. Plus sevens and all that. I think you got to wait pretty much for the plus 28s before you can declare anything official anymore. I know it just makes me sad that our language has to be edited to, because people can't stand to hear things. And it's like, folks, if the zombie apocalypse we're going to hit, what are you going to do? Run around and say the unalive people are about to, they want to have meaningful conversations about my guts? Got dry throat this morning. That rumor's been drifting around, Jeff. Yeah, that one of the planets that suddenly got sprung back to life is Gallifrey. And I don't know, with RTD being in charge, I'm on the fence about that one because RTD was never a big fan of Gallifrey. You got to remember, RTD was the one that originally, when he brought the series back, said, the Time War ended with the obliteration of the Daleks and Gallifrey and the Time Lords. And then it was Moffat brought him, and then of course he brought him back briefly for a one-off in the end of time, and then he was really pissed when Moffat brought him back for good. Yeah, it would explain why Davros is up and running around again on his own 2 feet. The thing is I wasn't too worried about it because, even if they weren't playing around, it was just that little special with Tennant, that little thing, and I thought it was funny because that's what it was meant to be. And Davros could have changed bodies or done anything he wanted a long time ago. Or remember the fact that last time we left off with Skaro, the doctor fed regeneration energy into the system. You could even go as far as say he used that to regenerate a body eventually, but I don't know. Favorite episode this season? I'd have to sit back and actually think about it because the more I think about the finale episodes, the more it falls apart. And I'm loving how everybody's on there explaining it to us, like we're imbeciles. And I'm like, I'm sorry, dude, but I'm one of them guys that was reading at like a 6th grade level when I was in, 1st grade or so. And if I don't understand what your plot is, that means you've done something wrong. Okay? Yeah, the finale was definitely a cop-out. It just... Ugh. I know, the timeless children. Now we've got Sutek. First it was the timeless children did this. The timeless children did that. Now it's Sutek. And I really felt bad too, because I can't believe I gave this an 8 out of 10. I don't know what I was smoking that day, but it wasn't my vape. Because when I went back and looked at it again, I'm like, what was I thinking? The timeless children are Waco have Trump derangement syndrome. There we go. That's our algorithm for today. And I'm loving, yeah, if you get a chance, look at all the little clip and GIFs people have made. Like, how many here noticed that when, the little bit that happened when Ruby walked up to hook up Sutek's, that lead to Sutek? That was a complete editing bungle. She suddenly turns into Mr. Fantastic, or is it Dr. Fantastic? Fantastic Four. Let me know how that works out. Her arms are suddenly how many feet long, and oh my God, it's like it made no sense. I don't care. It's like, well, it's the TARDIS remembering. It's the Doctor remembering. Sutek made it snow. Oh no, that was me. It was God shaking his head, and he had bad dandruff that week. Oh my God, all the different things. I've seen. And if you didn't get 73 yards, so let me get this straight. The Doctor trips over a fairy circle made out of string, and suddenly an alternate timeline happens because it's all supernatural now. And now they try to do a payoff at the end with the limit of the perception filter field is 66 yards or some shit like that. And I'm like, what? Really? Well, folks, I just caught the time. I have got to head inside. Now remember, okay, after this week, I'm warning you now, you're probably not going to see a whole lot of Dr. Freedom. Because as of the beginning, as of this Friday, when this Friday is, put in the books and done, Dr. Freedom is on vacation for a week. Now, I'm going to try to pop in on you when I can, but there's no guarantees because next week I am off from work. So be kind, be calm, be safe, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow morning, though, so be sure to tune in. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.